Yeah, it might turn it on, might help. Oh, Lord. Won a couple series and really felt like Brandon was not comfortable. And so we figured that we'd bring Danny in. And he was productive, certainly almost right away. And decided to leave him stay. He was not perfect by any means. As I recall, he's 6 of 14, which is not what we want. And we had some guys wide open, and certainly, but that was his first start, and his first playing time, I should say, and certainly performed well to a point. I think Brandon's, we got to get him comfortable and settle down and in the flow. And I don't know that that'll happen. It just kind of depends on how this quarterback competition plays out. So I like Geis. Geis came in. He was 19 carries for 155, and shows that he's a pretty special back in and of himself. And I thought our special teams was very sharp. I felt like Josh Grouden averaged 40 plus, but many of his balls were not returned. He put them down the boundary and it allowed them to bounce, and that's an advantage for us. And the felt like Cam Gamble, hit the ball right. When you only have to cover a third of the field with your team, you can make a lot of tackles for short space. And if you looked at our average possession, we had kickoffs that were tackled on the 14, the 27, the 7, the 24, the 25. So we're really, a lot closer to being a dominant special teams unit than we've been. T. White, he went back 21 yards before he started to go forward on that return. So he should get double credit for that running. So missed an extra point. You can't do that. And we had 2 turnovers. Danny throws a deep ball for no reason. Don't need to do that. We can pull that one down or hit a check down. And then we had pressure off of our left side. So we were penalized 5 for 35 yards, and we're going to lose some of those penalties too, I promise. So work in progress. Feel like we're pretty talented. We didn't play Leonard Fournette today, and we should certainly see him back healthy here pretty quick. So I don't think anybody got hurt. I think there's nobody missed time. We like to have been a little bit more efficient and run the clock out in the back end, but if that's your complaint, then that's not a bad complaint. So, questions? This gentleman here in the multicolored Nike thing.
You have the mic or no? Go ahead. Speak loud. Coach, microphone. Coach, Danny's decision-making on the 3 touchdown drives that you had, it seemed like even the incompletions were right on guys' hands. Is that safe to say?
We felt like he, there were a couple of balls that should have been caught, during his time as well. And but in the same vein, there were a couple of decisions that we will change. But we're optimistic that that'll happen.
Les, when Danny was running the offense, it looked different than with Brandon. Was any of the play call?
It's just exactly the same offense that we've been running for as long as I can remember. So the pieces that are there have been there for quite some time. So, in fact, that guy standing next to you ran a couple of those plays. So
He didn't stink.
no, he didn't what?
He didn't stink.
Sink? No, he didn't.
No stink. He was good.
I'm sure that whatever he said there was good. It's quality. That's no question. It's quality.
Coach, defense played well, but it seemed like they had a little trouble getting some 3 and outs in the first half. I think the only one was the one right before the end of the second quarter.
Eli Jenkins is an All-American. He's got great speed. Did you see that big back? Whoa, my goodness. I mean, that offense was a real offense. Okay, did you see the size of the receivers that were catching balls? I want you to know something. They look like a big, strong, could have played in any league. So they haven't lost many games in their time. That the coach has been there. You see why? I think we lined up against a very quality team today. Quality.
Yeah.
That's there.
That's right over here. When you mentioned quarterback competition playing out, it sounds like Danny has a solid chance to compete for starter this week.
Absolutely.
And did you get a chance to gauge Brandon's psyche, emotions afterwards?
Well, the season's a long season. We're going to need both of them, and I would expect that competition, both guys would understand, and that we would go forward from there.
What was your assessment of the offensive line's play after last week?
I think I'll have to see film. I think they're certainly a lot better. But again, it'll be, we moved Booty. Booty wasn't there, and so we put Mai in at right guard, and I thought Mai made some mistakes, but I thought he played pretty well.
Les, did you think about playing Danny last week at all during that game?
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
not play?
Yeah, well, we were not in the exact same positions, and we didn't want to bring him in an ugly spot where the pressure of the position might adversely affect how he played. So.
Les, does this feel like a stabilizing win? Kind of getting back to what you guys, where you guys are?
Yeah, what we want to do is we want to go and correct some things. We want to talk about the things that need fixing. And any time that you finish a game second, like we did last week, it's a whole laundry list of things, and it's difficult. This one here is, we played a good team, we beat a good team, but we didn't play as well as we're capable, and we're going to take that to task and improve. So this Mississippi State, looks like a pretty good football team.
Leonard came out and warmed up early. Did you intend to play him at all?
No, I have to be honest with you. After he moved around, I don't think it's something that he wanted to do, and we were fortunate to have talented backs. I mean, I think I don't know how many yards Nick Brissett got, but he did pretty well too. So yeah. So.
What's the status for next week, Leonard? I mean, how bad do you feel like he can play next week?
Well, me feeling like how he could play and him feeling it have really.
How does he feel? Can you tell us that?
I would like to tell you how he feels. I don't necessarily have that one either. So, but certainly he's happy that his team got victory. He's in a position where now he can step forward, step in conference play, and let's go.
Les, Brandon's been here 2.5 years, same coordinator, same system. Why hasn't he succeeded?
You know what? I think he's. It's not a succeed or not succeed. I think it's you take a couple steps forward, and you take a couple steps back, and you take a couple steps forward, and as long as he continues to rebound and fight and compete, that's way down the road. You know what? There's a guy here that played quarterback back with Hester. He was in Hester's team. A guy named Flynn. He started 1 year. He won the national championship, and he's still playing in the NFL. Isn't he still playing in the NFL, Flynn? Well, why didn't you tell me before I said that? So my point to you is even though there's a lot of people that would say that success is a fleeting piece, and it's really the pursuit of that success that you're after. I think he'll continue to compete.
Les, what are those touch passes that Danny was able to complete into the tight end of the back? Do for an offense, especially one that.
When you hit the check downs, it's night and day. If the deep post is covered and there's nothing on a crossing route, and you can hit it to a back and a back and turn, you could see Darryl had a couple really nice check down runs, and did they score in that one? Did he score? Was it, yeah, he got right down to the 1 yard line or thereabouts, yeah. So I thought that those were nice adjustments by Danny.
What does it say that 4 of 16, I guess, is good enough to win, you know, with this offense and that run?
Yeah, that's not enough. You know, what you're going to want to do is you're not going to throw that deep ball out there, you know, in hope that a guy, basically want to hit check down. You have to realize that you don't win the job with that throw. You really injure your opportunities. And that being said, you know, he made enough really smart decisions. I mean, just the scramble play on the naked. I mean, you know, he comes off to the side, and really there's several guys to throw it to, but the defense is running laterally, so he said, no, I'm taking it in, and that was exactly the right decision.
How important do you think it is to start on a more frequent basis getting the ball in Deshaun's step? Because he's obviously got some.
Well, you'd be surprised how many times we tried to get him the ball. Okay, I mean, he is a talented receiver. We think we have a number of talented receivers. So.
Coach, when you throw the ball to Malachi this year, it just hasn't worked out. Can you pinpoint something there with him?
Yeah, he's got a, I don't know what his, you know, what's prohibiting him from having success. Big, strong, you know, talented guy, goes up and gets it, but he just can't bring it in. So I would guess that he'll work on that, and again, it's, you know, work in progress.
Coach, has time for one more question.
Coach, it looked like early in the game, especially on the defensive line, you were rotating a lot more liberally than a week ago. Was it maybe something you saw against Wisconsin that wanted you to get more guys in early?
Well, it was probably the heat that we saw here in Tiger Stadium that spoke to, you know, moving guys around, making sure that we had a good, fresh lineup, and having Frank Herron back certainly helped that group. So.
When you rolled in with Raymond, did they go down again?
I beg your pardon?
Raymond?
Yeah, he was asking. Okay, you know, we need to have like a ball or something we could throw at him. I tell you what we did think. We said, this is deja vu all over again, right? Okay, so. Got it, yeah. See you later.